Hello and welcome to another United Way Partner Spotlight. Today we're sitting down with Blake Chase talking Boy Scouts. How are you doing today, Blake?
I'm doing great. It's excellent to be here.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Now, most people know of the Boy Scouts of America, but probably not that clear on exactly what it is and what you stand for. It's not just always campouts, correct?
Not just always campouts, no, although we do camp out quite a bit. So the Boy Scouts, our main goal, our main focus is to help prepare young people to make ethical and moral decisions over the course of their whole lifetimes.
Okay.
That's the core of our mission statement. And the way we do that is through instilling in them the values of the Scout Oath and Scout Law. We repeat those every single meeting that we have. And they're key values that we talk about all the time, and everything is kind of incorporated into those key values.
Okay. Now, the Boy Scouts of America recently restructured to include girls. Now, how does that work?
Well, so it's actually not that new to have girls be a part of some of the programs that we offer. Girls have been in the Explorer program for 50 years.
Okay.
But recently, back in 2019, girls were invited, included in all of the programs that we offer. So Cub Scouts and Scouts BSA and Venture Scouts and STEM Scouts and all these different programs are now all available to everybody, boys and girls. Because if you look back at our I blanked on the word, our mission statement, it's for everybody.
Sure.
Preparing youth, not preparing boys. So that's what we do is we have boys and girls in the program. Now, I've had some people say, how does that work with boys and girls being in the same troop? You could get some unfortunate things to happen, and they're actually separate. We have boy troops and we have girl troops.
Sure.
There are some programs that are co-ed, but for the troops, it's boys and girls. And I've had a lot of people come up and say to me, like fathers will come and say, I am so grateful that my daughter can participate in this level of activities. And I've had mothers come up and say, I wish I could be a part of that back when I was a kid. It's truly an amazing thing. Girls provide such a wonderful addition to what we do and what we're striving for.
Sure, and I mean the Girl Scouts is also an excellent program and also a partner of the United Way. It's nice that if for some reason the Boy Scouts might appeal to a young lady over the Girl Scouts for whatever reason that they happen to see, that they have that option now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, is it also just for youth, or is there opportunities for adults? If I wanted to go scouting, can I?
Well, yes and no. This program is a volunteer-based program.
Okay.
So while our aims and our methods are geared towards the youth, parents are more than welcome and encouraged to participate too. So parents go on those campouts. Parents learn the same skills that the kids are doing. I think the only difference really is that the recognition and advancements that we offer are geared just for the kids.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And of course, having the parents and the adults along too helps, I'm sure, with the troops getting mixed up with the girls. You definitely have, you've always had chaperones that come along and so they're still there.
Yeah, for sure.
So. Now, did you grow up in scouting?
I did, yes. Since I was 8, I was involved in scouting, and my dad was a big scouter. My grandpa is a huge scouter. He actually grew up in Montana, or had his career in Montana, and people still come up to me because I have his last name, and they go, do you know Ray Chase? And I go, yeah, he's my grandpa. That's how influential he was as a scouter. But yeah, I grew up in the program, and it's amazing. And I can't, think of what it would be like to be without that program.
Sure.
But I am so grateful that I was a part of it.
I know, I remember seeing the ads when I was a kid where they would have the various celebrities. I think one of them was even Gerald Ford talking about their experiences being scouts and what a difference it made. And part of the reason they believe that they made it to where they were is because that they were in scouting.
Absolutely. It does have a huge impact on leadership skills and decision-making skills and just your moral fiber,
Did you make it to Eagle Scout?
I did, yeah. Back in 2014, I earned my Eagle Award. Much to the pleasure and happiness of my parents. They were a huge push for me to get that. Everybody asks what I did for my Eagle Scout project. So that's kind of the culmination of earning your Eagle Award. I put in some mile markers on a bike trail that were in need of some mile markers, and it's cool because I get to go on that bike trail every now and then. I'll see these yellow posts and just think to myself, I helped do that.
Yeah, yeah, making the community all that much better. It's it's not just the scout that's getting better, but the community benefits from having scouts as well. That's kind of awesome. Yeah. And Eagle Scout's really a big deal. Not very many of the scouts actually achieve that.
No, I don't know what the actual percentage is. I think it's somewhere around 4% of kids that start in the program make it all the way to the Eagle Award. So it's a big accomplishment for the kids that get to that level. I know here in Helena there have been 4 kids this past year that have earned their Eagle Award.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
In a small community like Helena, having 4. Yeah. Like you said, because it's not very many that do it. Do you have any other stories that?
Oh yeah, so many. There was this one camp out that we went as a troop on, just out in the fields, and this is in North Dakota, which is where I grew up. Just grasslands, and we decided to go on this hike. We had a map of the area, and we're testing our navigation skills, going on this hike, and we come across a stream just full of frogs.
Okay.
And at that point, our interest in navigation was lost. All we wanted to do was catch the frogs.
Sure.
So we did. We caught a whole bunch of frogs, and we took them back to our camp, and we cooked them up, and we ate them. Ate the legs.
Did they taste like chicken?
You know what? They did. I think the best way to describe it is they taste like chicken dipped in pond water.
Interesting.
Yeah. So definitely not the most delicious food I've ever had. But
it's a story.
Yeah, and a really cool experience too. And as a kid, I was terrified of trying new foods.
Sure.
I didn't like ranch. I didn't like salsa. Now I love those things. But just that experience of trying new things.
Sure.
Like, now I've had escargot, and it's delicious. And I really do attribute that to scouting and the bravery that it gave me.
Opened up the world, broadened your opportunities for you.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, that's all fine and dandy in the past, but what's going on now with the Scouts, especially here in Helena?
Sure. We have a lot of really cool stuff going on. We have so many different packs and different troops just here in town, over in East Helena, out in Townsend too, that are doing some really cool things. Right now we're all kind of gearing towards a Pinewood Derby that's coming up. Where the Cub Scouts get to build their little cars and race them. It's a very loud event because the kids are having fun.
Sure.
But it's a lot of fun too. I remember building my own Pinewood Derby car back when I was young. So there's that's going on. We have campouts coming up. There's a spring camporee. That's going to be pretty big. We don't have a theme for it yet, but we put a lot of effort into planning those events and making sure that we have all the supplies and the program that we need. We just had a winter camporee for the Scouts BSA kids, the 11 to 18-year-olds, and they went curling. They did flint and steel fire starting.
Okay.
They had a Iron Chef competition.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, they do all sorts of things, and we've got service projects that we're working on. There's just all sorts of cool things that are happening here in Helena right now.
Now, for the Iron Chef, was any chance frogs the main ingredient?
No, not for that one.
Now, some people listening are getting the impression that's really fun. I want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
How would they go about doing that?
Well, we have a really cool website called beascout.org. All you have to do is type in your address or maybe just your zip code, and it'll pull up all of the units that are closest to you. It tells you when they meet, where they meet, who the Scoutmaster or Cub Master is, what their contact information is. Just gives you all the resources. You can even sign up online.
Okay.
So beascout.org, that's where you go to. Or you can call me. My number is 701-214-1121. So I'll help you out. There's a lot of different options to get signed up and get involved.
And if I got questions about scouting, are you the person to talk to?
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds great. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Blake.
Of course, it's been fun.
And thank you as well. We look forward to seeing you again for another Partner Spotlight. Bye-bye.